So, good evening, guys. I am Nitin from third CSC. So, the first question which we are going to discuss is about closure. So, first of all, we'll just see the basic definition of a closure. So, the closure means it is a function which is defined in another function, which allows the inner function to access the variables of outer. So, yeah, it's quite difficult, right? So, let us see in a detailed way. So here we had a function called f and there is an inner function called I. So in the outer function f we had a variable like count, right? So this count which is going to used in the inner function. In the inner function we did not declare any variable like yeah, like let or without we did not declare, right? So we are going to use this outer function variable inside. So these are the use of closure which is used in JavaScript. So see, if we count plus plus means every time it is going to increase. And then here const increment is equal to f of we have right in the increment function. So now let us just try to run the program. Node closure dot js. See, the first time we have set the increment, the count will be 1. The second time 2. The third time 3. And for example, if we will write another time like this, then the output will be changed. So let us see. See 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there is fourth time of increment. So this is the basic use of closure. So the closure means nothing but the inner function which is going to use the variables of the outer function. So the next topic which we are going to see is about the callbacks. So wait, yeah. See, so the callbacks, it is a function which is passed as an argument to another function. So if we see here, callback is a function, right? So it is passing as a parameter to another function. Uh, and in this these callbacks are mostly used in asynchronous programming, which are used to handle tasks that takes time to complete. So it is just normal programs. I think not here, but this can be used in very ways. So JavaScript can be used in backend, right? So in that backend, while some needs to take some time and complete, right? So at that time these callbacks are used, so these take time to complete. uh, this takes some we can keep the time which for example uh, to complete or to complete fading to reading files or to handling any of the to handling any of the interactions. So these can be used. So these 1,000, right? So it is the time we kept uh, uh, we kept to complete. So if we run this program, yeah, it's just a basic program. So the output which we will get is data fetched. So just let us execute it. Node cb.js, right? Yeah, see, I think you observed the time, right? So wait, I will just uh, yeah, now see again. I mean, see, just let's this see the outcome came very fastly, right? So just let us see the outcome of this one. See, it takes some time. It takes time, some time, and it gives us the output. So that's the use of callback. So it keeps some time. So after that, sometime it will execute it. So and the next one which we are going to see is promises. Uh, so the promises, right? Yeah, this one. So promises means it is an object which represents the completion or rejection of an asynchronous operation and its value. Uh, uh, like uh, in promise, there will be three states which will be. So I said, right, whether it is completion or rejection. So there will be three states which is pending, fulfilled, or rejected. The pending is initial state which the operations is still going on. We cannot say whether it is completed or rejected. So fulfilled or completed, which means the operation is completed successfully. Rejected means the operation is failed. uh, if once a promise or like once if the completion is completed or rejected, so its state becomes settled, so it cannot be changed again back or like that. So see here we use promise, right? Yeah, this is where we are going to use the promise. And yeah, see here the promise constructor takes a callback function with the two parameters resolve and reject. Resolve is used when the operation is fully successful completely, and reject it is it is give it gives when the object when the function is failed. So and see we use here resolve of data fetched, right? So it means if the function is successful, then we will get the output data fetched. So now just let us try this node p.js. See, we the output is data fetched as it is successful. I think you may have doubt like why it did not come that much fast. So here we use the 1000, right? So we have set some time. So after that some time, it again gives after the completion of that time only the output will be given. And the next one which we are going to discuss is async or await, right? Yeah. So the async or await means so which is so previously we saw promises, right? So this async and await which will be written over the promise. See, yeah, here see we have written promise. So before that we have written await. So this which allows us to write asynchronous code so that it looks and becomes like a synchronous code. In this async or await keyword is used. Await keyword is used inside an async function. See here the function name is async, which is used to return a promise. And this await function which used to pause the execution of a function until the promise is resolved. Until the promise is resolved, which means the function becomes true. Until that this await function waits, makes sure that the function does not occur. And now just let us see the code. Await new promise, the same code which we have set time. So if we again run this program like previous, after some time it will work because we have set some time of 1000, right? So node which is as.js. See the same thing which we have occurred in the last two topics, which is callbacks and promises. Now I mean now let us say, take an example. So yeah, I think you all understood closure, right? So yeah, using closures we can do the to-do list also. So this we created a to-do list using closure. As I already said, closure means a function which is written in another function, so that inner function uses the variables of outer function, right? So this to-do list which is written using closures. I think this is very easy code, everyone can understand. So now let us see. This is which we have written using closures. So now let us see without using closures the to-do list. Yeah. Okay. In this, so now I'm going to explain this code. So let us see. We created a to-do list method. So here we have used let all, right. So which is let all means it stores all the variables which are going to, I mean, in to-do list we will be having today, which are overdue or any something like that, right? All the tasks. So this all will be stored in this all, which we have given as an empty array. So the next one is we are going to add. So I mean, the in to-do list we are going to add very new items, right? So this add function which is used to add every new work which you are going to do. So for this we have pushed this all the items into all. Next one is, so the tasks which will be completed, we have marked them as completed, right? So we have, so this mark as completed will be used to mark the tasks which are completed. And the next one is overdue tasks. So overdue filters the tasks whose due date is crossed. I think we all know this, right? Overdue means, I mean, I had to do a work today, but I did not completed. So tomorrow it shows that overdue. You had a work which you did not completed before the time. So that is overdue. It filters. So that's why I use filter using date. So which is not equal to completed. I think today due date less than today and not today completed, right? Which is due today. I mean, which due to match today's date. I mean, today if I have to complete that work, so it shows me that I have to complete. Due later, which can be done later, to display to displayable list. So this is used to display all the functions. So like here we had a checkbox which is used to check whether it is completed or not, and display date. So it is converted into formatted date checkbox. So we are writing all, add all the everything. So next, here we have just given a sample input, which what are the tasks which are going to. So let us see. Todos dot add, like the first task is to submit assignment. Due date is yesterday, which is not completed, so false. Parent due date is today, completed, true. Due date is today. I mean, just remember these input. After once we have seen the output, we'll just recheck it. And if it is overdue, overdue means we had to call the overdue function. So we have called overdue. Wait, wait, overdue function. So and we have formatted overdue. So everything will be same. So a formatted overdue like this in the displayable, if it is checks whether not completed or completed. Now let us just see the output. Node to do dot js. Yeah, no, wait, I will just make screen somewhat large. Yeah, so my to-do list overdue. So due today, which is due later. See, now just let us see the input here, which is submit assignment due yesterday, completed false, which is not completed. So it is in the overdue, for which the checkbox also not uh, ticked, which means it is not completed, right? Which is false. So next, the parent, which is due today, completed, true. So the parent is completed, so the checkbox has been done. Next one is service vehicle, which is also due date today, but it is not completed. So which is in due today, service vehicle, but it is not done. So the checkbox cannot be ticked. Due later, file taxes, pay electric bills. Due date will be tomorrow. So due later means today. I mean, which can be done in later in the future. So those works which will be due later. So for this is still, but they are not completed, right? So the checkboxes are still empty. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I think you all understand what it means to closure, callbacks, promises, async or await, and the to-do list. Yeah, I think it is very good so that we can easily understand, right? Thank you.